We're here at the official first episode of the Disc Queen Show. And when you're on the Disc Queen Show, anything goes. So Jason and I are just going to chat, and we don't know what's going to happen, and we don't know where it's going to go. And if you want to be on the Disc Queen Show, send me a message. Let me know. I'd love to chat with you because you know how I love to chat. All right, let's get into this. And I'm wearing my crown.
It's perfect.
Given by Missy Day, which is cutting a hole in my head, but it's okay. That's how it works.
That's heavy lights the crown.
Yeah.
So,
oh my goodness, it's silly, but I am the disc.
You are the disc queen, so it makes sense that you have the tiara.
I know.
Yes.
I know. All right, so let's talk about. Well, let's tell the audience a little bit about yourself, so they know who we're talking to. I know you and love you. But tell them why you're so delightful and lovable.
So, because Stacy said so. So I'm Jason Gardner. I am the Change Nerd. You can follow my channel on YouTube. I've been in corporate organizational development, learning and development, change management for goodness, this will be my 24th year.
Wow. Okay.
So I've worked with a lot of people, seen a lot of things, experienced a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I always like to talk about it. I think we share the similar thing that our goal is to help people be better. How can we help them maximize their potential? So anything we can do to help people navigate change safely and confidently is what I'm here for.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Okay, so let's talk about some conflicting things that happen, right? Things that are challenging. Maybe you've had an experience in the past, because I found that when things go amok, it's usually because of lack of communication or misunderstanding. Yeah. And that can be fixed ultimately by understanding DISC and how people operate.
Yeah.
So give me an example of something that's gone amok.
Vacation planning.
Oh, a topic right from the start.
So my other half is a CS. And so when we're thinking about where we're going to go and what we're going to do, there's not always, the I wants to go to the beach. The I wants to go to Disney World. The I wants to go somewhere fun.
Jason's an I.
And I'm an I on the DISC profile. And the CS or SC, kind of depending on the day, may not want so much activity, may not want to have, weirdly though, when we do vacation planning, I do stress out about layovers. I want a minimum 90 minutes. I do not want to be running through the airport. Right. I've had too many close calls about that one. So if I see that we've only got 44 minutes between flights, I might change that flight. Well, the next one's not for 4 hours. Well, then we're going to the Amex lounge because I'm not going to be running through the airport. And in the lounge, then I could be having fruit and sandwiches and stuff. But it's you have to communicate and you have to collaborate on a win-win. Right. I don't like the word compromise, because compromise usually means you're giving something up. Yeah. But if you figure out what you want to do and what they want to do and how much activity you can do without it, because I could do a lot of stuff and exhaust them. They could structure everything and have something happening every hour and exhaust me. Right. So you have to talk together. Where do we want to go? How do we want to do it? We did a 15-day cruise from Miami to LA through the Panama Canal. It was a blend of structure and a blend of days where we did absolutely nothing but stare out the window at the ocean. Yeah. And but you have to talk about those in advance, because if you don't, and you get on that cruise and you're wanting to do something every day and you have days at sea filled with nothing, now you're going to be unhappy. So where do you want to go? So, and it's good to dream. I like to dream big. And I usually get it refined back down to a more reasonable amount of things we can do in 7 days. Because I'm like, well, we could go all over the Pacific coast, but what can we do in a day? Well, you want to drive 16 hours a day? No. Okay, then here's what we can do.
Right. Yeah, I think that's a major point of conflict is vacation. The plan in so many different levels too. Not just it's the planning of the trip, and then the planning of what happens on the trip. But it's good that you already realize that, he needs more of the structure and whatnot and the plan intact, where you need, well, how's it going to be fun? Where am I going to be able to actually enjoy myself and just chill and just do whatever? Is there going to be a party? Is there some sort of meetup? Will there be people?
Yes.
You want the people.
Yes.
So I think when you were saying, you might find this interesting and odd at the same time, but when you were saying that you don't like the short layover because you don't want to rush and you're worried, see, that's more of a C or an S thing, because that's a systems thing. It's like, we need to measure the time so that we have enough time to get from here to there. But I think your motivation is different from, well, the timeline. Your motivation is, it's not going to be fun if we miss the plane.
Yes.
Which is different than, this is not enough time for me to get off the plane, go to the bathroom, get something to eat.
Gummy bears.
Do the thing, right? Get your gummy bears, and then get to the next gate. Yeah, so I think that's part of your motivation wasn't C, but it was that, how is that going to cut into your fun? And it's going to ruin it, ultimately, if you miss your plane.
Yeah, because now every activity gets pushed. And now you're like, and we're showing up at the hotel at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
and
that's never fun. They're like, oh, we gave your room away. What do you mean he gave my room away? That's never happened to me, but I've heard that. That's a great
way to think about it. It is exactly it. It's, we are going to miss out on some element of fun, or it's going to be miserable.
Right.
And so it's funny when I think about planning, I'm always planning for no drama, but I'm actually planning for fun.
Well, you're planning for fun, and the opposite of fun is drama.
Yeah.
And trouble. And we're not about that.
No.
If it's not going to be fun, it's the same reason that I want to go to an event, but I don't want to go to the event at 5:00 on a Friday in 120 degrees, because that whole process of getting there is not fun.
Right.
And then I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go.
I feel that way about Fridays because typically it's the end of a work week.
Yeah.
And it's hard to have fun when you're tired.
Right.
I'm all for Saturday activities, even Sunday before 3, because you have all this energy of all this time, and it is fun.
It's fun.
But you're tired on Friday night. I'm like, oh, I really don't want to be out until 11 o'clock on Friday night. I'm wore out.
Jason, I don't even know when I was out until 11 o'clock on Friday in the last 10 years. I think by 8:30, if we're still out somewhere, I'm like, hello, you know it's 8:30, right?
Yep.
He's like, yeah, it's an hour past my bedtime.
And we want to stay. We just think, well, we'll drive separately. So you go home and go to bed, and we'll just stay another hour.
Oh.
Yeah. The old days used to be like that, when we would drive separately, because he would go home after an hour. I would be there 2 or 3. Right. Inevitably.
Because you want to do the peopling thing.
Yes.
And he wants to not do the peopling thing.
Correct.
He wants to be away from the people.
Yeah.
You've now dragged him. Again, remember, I've said this in the past. If you find yourself at an event or in a place and you don't know how you got there, and I invited you. So
let's go to this party.
It'll be fun. This is how you can spot an I in a second. Story. It'll be fun. It's like a tagline.
They're over there analyzing the sodium content of the ranch dip, and we're all over the room like, hey, and mingling.
Right.
And,
they're reading something so people don't come up and talk to them.
Yeah.
Like they can feel the people coming closer, and they're like, no, don't.
Or they take a fake call on their phone.
Yeah, don't come any
I'm really sorry, I gotta go.
They take a fake call. Oh, I have to get this, answer this text right now. Excuse me.
I have to go.
Yeah, but I mean, something as simple, nothing in life is simple, but something as simple as planning the vacation, even planning your next meal. Yeah. How much discussion is actually involved in a typical household, right? Of what are we going to have for dinner? Sometimes, usually one person's in charge. Maybe they're in charge of making it or whatever it is. But if 2 people actually have a say, an opinion, and a part in the process, that could be a never-ending conversation. I feel like everybody, of course, all the 4 disc styles decide in completely different ways, and they go through their question answer period right in their head about it, and it's completely different than someone else's. Do you get through easily what's for dinner?
Yes, because this is a learned. So when we talk about learned things, this is a learned thing. He's all about efficiency, pragmatism. So a pre-made meal from Foodie Fit or Pure Fit or one of those places, But I also like to be creative and cook. So maybe on Sunday, I'll make a meal.
Okay.
Because he doesn't want to wait forever. And if the meal goes south, because sometimes it does when you're making something, you burn it inadvertently or you accidentally.
Yeah.
Sometimes that stuff happens. So you have to, but we have found the happy medium is let's go get some meals so that we can come home, because I generally don't like to come home from work and cook. Right. It takes too long.
Yeah.
So I can satisfy that structured system of pull it out of the fridge, nuke it for 20 seconds or 2 minutes and you're done. But here's the other thing I have to do though. If I do cook, I have to plan.
Correct.
Don't be deciding at 4 o'clock you're going to take on a 3-hour thing and you're eating at 7 o'clock. You then start at 2 so that you're done at 5. You have to plan. So yes, the different styles, because I can tell you get irritated if dinner is taking. Why is it now 7 o'clock before we ate? Well, because I had this big grand idea and I'm like, sure, I can do this. And then I get into it and I'm in over my head. Right. So
keyword for I had this great idea, this grand idea, this fill in the blank idea. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we've learned to balance. There has to be balance. I still get my freedom to cook, provided I plan. Yeah. And then we can have some meals during the week.
And thanks to him, you get to eat the rest of the day.
You can eat the rest of it.
Otherwise, you'd be like, I don't know what we're going to do for dinner. I don't know what we're going to do.
No.
But yeah, I mean, it's interesting because everybody's motivated with different things. And we're all going to eat, but everybody gets there differently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm socially, it's sometimes I've had to drive where we're going to eat, because if you stand around after like a movie or something, you say, where we're going to eat, everyone's like, I don't know. Yeah. And so, which I think we should just create a restaurant called I Don't Know. So when people say, where we're going to eat,
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, great. We're going there.
Let's go there. Let's go there. Well, the interesting thing about that is that the D's and the I's will make decisions, right? The S's and C's say whatever you want. And so generally, if you have a gaggle of S's and C's, nobody's going to make a decision.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, I don't know. Where do you want to go? Well, where do you want to go? Because they don't want to hurt feelings. Yeah. When in reality, I could have a conversation with my husband and be like, oh, do you feel like this or that? And he'll be like, I want a steak. I'll say, oh, all right. Well, then that makes it easy. Yeah. Not that he chooses all the time, because he certainly doesn't. But when a decision needs to be made, he'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they can help push through that thing, or they'll just
otherwise you're going, I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
It's a great restaurant. American, Italian.
Everything?
It's a little bit of everything.
I don't know.
If I know I'm going into a gaggle of people that are, and we are heavy on the S&C, I will have 1 or 2 in the chamber ready to go to say, okay, well, let's go to Stefano's, let's go to Olive Garden, let's go to this place, let's go to, okay, great. And if you get to the third choice and then like, no, now you have to decide, because I'm not going to be patient after the third time. Right. I gave you 3 options. You shot them all down.
Ooh, great. A little bit of D in there. Here's your 3 options. Pick it or you don't eat.
7-Eleven for everybody.
And I'm pretty sure I Don't Know closes very soon. So you're going to need to go somewhere else.
And you can't DoorDash from I Don't Know.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Oh my gosh. Well, you've been a delight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
On here. Yeah, you're on the official first episode. There'll be, I know, right?
Awesome.
Like you nailed that. And we're going to, we pre-recorded a secret episode just now, and that'll come out soon. So when you see Jason again and I say this is the first unofficial secret episode, you'll know why.
Yep.
But you're going to have to wait for that.
My lips are sealed.
Probably not for very long, though.
That's true. Having worked in the industries that I've worked in, I have learned how to keep a confidence. But once I get the green light to open up the floodgates, it's everywhere.
It's all over the place.
I'll be like, hey, did you know? Did you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a good secret keeper. Yeah. Neither is my mom. Yeah. You know that, Mom. You're not a good secret keeper. She's like, I have a secret, which is code for I need to tell you right now what the secret is. And by the way, the best way to get it out of her is to say, oh, all right, well, I don't really need to know. Yeah.
What's your mom's style?
D.
Okay.
D-I.
Okay.
My mom's DI, so she hammers you over the head, but she's like, but wasn't that fun? No, she's awesome. She's a risk taker. She's very competitive. She tells it like it is, but she does have a way of, a lot of Ds don't know how to finesse and talk differently. So she kind of hones her D in her own private world of you know, competition and being kind of the best and getting the job done and working through problems. But when it comes to talking to other people, she actually does not hammer anybody over the head. She knows how to talk very kindly to them, and
she's a lovely person.
And she is. Yeah. I like her.
Yeah,
I love her. Even
we'll keep her.
We'll keep her. Mom, you'll be on the next Disc Queen show if you're willing. So, all right. Well, I'll have to have like guest tiaras. I'm sorry I didn't have one for you today.
That's okay. That's okay.
I have to get a crown.
Oh yeah.
But you know,
we'll do that for the next time.
Yep. We'll do that. Maybe like a robe.
Oh, it looked like George from Hamilton. Oh yeah.
I think we recorded the end of the video, but yet we're still talking, and so this is probably how it's going to go. Right. But anyway, thanks for coming today. Thanks for watching, and watch Jason. Yeah, watch Jason on his own channel, The Change Nerd. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Lots of great stuff with Stacy on there too. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.